He was a Bucks legend who went on to build a business empire. Tonight, tributes reporting in for Junior Bridgman, who passed away today at the age of 71 years old.
A sudden and stunning loss. We last saw Bridgman in Milwaukee last year when he bought a 10% stake in the Bucks.
It just seemed like a natural thing for me to get a chance to be part, not just in heart, but physically, of the organization going forward.
Tonight, Bridgman's former teammate and longtime friend John McLaughlin shared his memories with 12 Sports' Stephanie Sutton.
And 12 News' Kendall Key is covering Bridgman's impact off the court as someone who always gave back to our community. But tonight we begin with 12 Sports Director Dario Melendez on Bridgman's life and the team feeling this difficult loss tonight. Dario.
Blake, the Bucks say they are heartbroken. Junior Bridgman speaking at a leadership luncheon in Louisville, Kentucky, when he paused and said he thought he was having a heart attack. People jumped into action to help the Bucks legend before he eventually was taken to a local area hospital. Bridgman was one of the best to ever wear a Bucks uniform, playing 10 seasons in Milwaukee. His number 2 hangs in the rafters at Fiserv Forum. He was also the architect of a fast food empire, making him one of the wealthiest athletes in the world. Today, Doc Rivers reflected on his time with Bridgman.
You know, when you tell people, people say seize the day and all this stuff, I'm really like, the last conversation I had with Junior was about using him to mentor the young players and trying to figure out a way of doing that. And we never got to it, because you thought there were time.
As you can tell, Bridgman left behind a lasting impression, not just on this Bucks team, but the entire organization, including his former teammates. 12 Sports' Stephanie Sutton sat down with one of those former teammates, the original Buck, John McLaughlin.
What was your initial reaction when you heard that Junior Bridgman had passed away?
A little stunned. I spoke to him a month ago. We talk every now and then. Junior Bridgman's one of the finest people I've ever known in my life, and I loved him. And wow, it's a loss.
You were teammates with Junior Bridgman. What do you remember from the time when you played with him back in the 70s?
Well, it was an interesting time because he came in the Kareem trade. We only overlapped as players that year, but I had the privilege of being able to go right into the radio and TV part. I knew Junior very well, and as a player, he was a good player. He was and loved by everybody, a great teammate and a really good player and a good sixth man.
What kind of impact did Junior Bridgman have on the Milwaukee Bucks?
Well, a great impact. His numbers retired. Every guy on the team revered and loved Junior Bridgman. You will never hear a bad word in any manner about Junior.
He went from being a Buck to making big bucks. What kind of legacy does Junior Bridgman leave behind?
Well, and that's the thing I would tease him about. I would call him and say, "Are you really this rich?" And he would take everything I would throw at him, and I would tease him, and then he would take it, and then we would talk seriously. Well, I think he leaves behind the fact that you didn't make big bucks as a player, but you went out and went to work and made big bucks, if that's what drives people, even if it was off camera. I can't tell you one negative thing about Junior Bridgman. I love him.
And that's pretty much the vibe we got from everybody we have spoken to. You'll never find someone that says something bad about Junior Bridgman, who passed away today at the age of 71.